And I thought just because like she was the family member of somebody I was cool with, that's the only reason I even looked out for her. Honestly, like I can't say that if she was a random girl, I wouldn't have helped her out, but it was one of my homies' people, so I'm like, I would want him to do the same thing for my cousin if she was in that situation. So I'm thinking, I'm not doing a wrong thing by trying to help this girl. She my people. So it's like, okay, this ain't wrong. Shit, if I would have just let whatever happened to her happen to her, I wouldn't have been in that situation at all. Like, I mean, I would have been there, but I'm saying I wouldn't have been directly involved, and they couldn't have blamed me for shit because I wouldn't have been involved. I was only involved because I stopped it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody said I did it because they didn't get off what they was on because I got in the way of it and stopped it. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that pissed them off that they wanted what they wanted from her, and I single-handedly got in the way and was like, no, this shit y'all ain't no. And I always been like, I ain't never been a bully, but I always been somebody. I always been somebody like, play with me at your own risk. Put it like that. I ain't never been a bully though. I never liked bullies, but I'm saying since a kid I always been one of them niggas you don't really want to fuck with for real, unless you really with that shit for real, you know. So yeah, I was in that situation and I gained a new perspective on just life and how things go. And I was only 11 years old at the time, but that's a lesson I could take with me everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, even that young, that's a lesson I learned. Like, mind your fucking business. Don't get involved in people's domestic disputes and shit because you never know who that person wants to win in a situation. Whole time, I'm thinking I'm helping a bitch, and everybody turned on me when I'm the one thinking I'm doing a good deed. The whole time, I ain't know that I'm getting involved in some evil gay people shit, and I'm fucking they shit up, and they all gonna say I did it anyway. When I'm the one trying to play God or interrupting um, what God commissioned to happen to a person. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't get involved at all. Nope. Like I ain't nobody's savior. I'm not protecting nobody, none of that shit. Because at the end of the day, it's not my business. Nah, when they pay me, it's my business. As long as it doesn't, shit, I ain't got shit to do with me. I don't care. It's gonna happen anyway. People gonna do it anyway. I can't do shit about that. I can't be everywhere at once, and I can't stop what people do. So, shit, I just stay out of it. I stay in my lane, and I mind my business because that's what pays. Stand in your lane and mind your business, not minding other people's business or trying to a whole chicken, trying to mind other people's business. Like I ain't got no time for that. Like I learned my lesson from those situations, and I ain't. It's over with for all of that shit. It's over with for trying to play, not trying to play God, but interrupting what God has for people. And it sounds bad, you know what I'm saying, when you're looking at it from the perspective of, damn, that's fucked up. But it's like, we don't know why what happens to people. We don't know why what happens to people, why it happens to people. We know what it looked like to us. We don't know the backstory, or we don't know the full situation to be like, okay, um, I need to interject, or I need to, you don't need to do shit, but mind your fucking business. That's what you need to do. Because you can fuck around and not mind your business and end up like me, getting arrested for trying to help a motherfucker that I don't know if I ain't gonna say didn't want my help, but shit, they wasn't gonna accept the help. They wanted to paint me like something. I know. I don't give a fuck about you sodomites at all. That was the problem. You know, I didn't know I was dealing with young undercover gay niggas who was gonna be on some evil shit with me. And the bitch too, at the end of the day. So it's like I was interrupting some shit that she deserved as somebody who's against God at the end of the day. But that was my consequence for disrupting what God had for people that are against him. I try to get in God's way thinking I'm doing the right thing when the whole time I'm getting in God's way for people that don't even belong to him. But lack of knowledge, you know. My parents didn't benefit from me knowing, like your parents don't benefit from you knowing. I said what I said. Sauce Lord shit.